Welcome everyone to the Side Drive Podcast. Welcome to another Xfinity Series race review. And today we're going to be talking about the Roval, the drive for the Cure 250. And definitely was much different from last year.
Yeah, it was a little different. Last year was a lot of handling issues, and this year's a little calmer this year.
Yeah, I did get to see some strategy, but Chase Briscoe got the pole. And it seemed to be like he was just going to drive away with it.
Yeah, him and Center, they're just hanging right there close to each other. Pretty majority of the race, and during the first stage, and I don't think anybody can really catch him.
Yeah, there was some strategy there where I think Briscoe stayed out, and Custer as well, and everybody pitted. So that kind of put them in the back of the field.
Yeah, I believe Bell and a couple other ones, they come in like 3 to go, or right there before 2 to go, and did a pit stop. So when it cycled through, they ended up being the leaders.
Yeah, and some teams are they're in playoff mode, and they have to savor some stage points, and I think that's why Chase Briscoe stayed out.
Because he's kind of low on the stage points, so he's trying to collect some of them for the playoffs.
Of course, if he would have won, it would have gave him much more points. But there's the case. What if something happens in the end and you get nothing from it? So better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, it might have been the same strategy he had last year, and so he's going to stick to the same strategy because it worked last year. I know he wanted to show off and say that, last year wasn't a fluke, and I don't think it was, because he come here, he got the pole, and he led a lot of laps. I believe he had the fastest car anyway.
Then Christopher Bell would end up cycling out with the lead. He would dominate stage 2, and then look like, it was going to be Christopher Bell's day, yet again, and, trying to flex his muscles from some more and get his 8th win of the season. But in stage 3, AJ Allmendinger would have managed to just knock him out of the way. Really, I mean, it was a pretty awesome road course move, and pretty much the only battle for the lead we saw on track, which pretty much really all weekend that wasn't necessarily on a restart. So that's pretty impressive that that was a pretty impressive move by AJ.
Yeah, I mean, definitely outbreaking him right there and getting under him and getting a run on him right there into the NASCAR turn. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then AJ would pretty much, take it away, and ends up getting his first win of the season and didn't disqualify. But something else happened during that stage. Christopher Bell would dump Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, I mean, Briscoe is definitely faster than about anybody right there in that, turn 17. And it was chicane right there before the start-finish line, because, we was sitting right there, and when I could see him, he was catching a lot of people right there and outbreaking them. And he had a position on Christopher Bell. I mean, he definitely had a position on him coming in there. And if Christopher Bell wouldn't have hit his Briscoe's left corner panel, it wouldn't have knocked Briscoe over to the other turtles, and Bell probably could have made it through there. But, Bell didn't make the chicane. He should have stopped, but he didn't. So, he's supposed to stop. If you miss the chicane, no matter what, you got to stop. And he didn't, and went on further down and just spun Briscoe. So, a lot of that was all Bell. I mean, he really did a stupid move. I mean, it's very stupid.
Yeah,
I mean, you're going to the Cup level next year, and I don't think you got in your head and think you're going to. I'm better than everybody else, and I got more wins than anybody else. I'm better, but you're an idiot, because if you would have just slacked off right there and let Briscoe go, then you could have chased him on down and maybe outbroke him, and instead of, you go to the back of the field because you did not stop.
Yeah, and Briscoe managed to get a top 10 while Christopher Bell, he was reckless after that. He was wrecking people lap after lap. I know in the last lap he dumped Brandon Brown, I believe. So it was a very sloppy run by Christopher Bell. I mean, I know he doesn't say he's a road course racer or anything, and I don't want to slam him because I mean you got to say, he is a pretty good race car driver, but at the Roval he just wasn't. I mean, he was in stage two, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's very tough to pass there anyway, and I don't think anybody else could really pass a whole lot other than what Chase Briscoe was. I mean, he just had an awesome car, and I like to say Cole Custer had a very good run, and he did very well.
Yeah, I think Cole Custer actually locked himself into the next round of the playoffs, which we actually got to watch the race in person, so we don't know necessarily everything about the playoffs. We would go back through and watch it on TV, but the weekend really got busy and a lot of things came up. So
He had some family issues to take care of.
yeah, so
Pretty tough.
yeah, some pretty tough family issues came up. So we wanted to get the videos out as soon as possible, and probably didn't remember everything about the race. Didn't really take notes over there, so that's probably something we need to work on. Need to work on our road stuff a little bit better.
And it's definitely a little warm out there too.
Yeah. The Xfinity race was okay, wasn't too bad, but man, the Cup race, it was really tough to really enjoy the race because it was sweating so much. So congratulations to AJ Allmendinger and Colleague Racing on the win. Colleague's second win, but AJ's I believe third or fourth Xfinity win overall. So AJ's pretty much the road course ringer, and he proved that to us yet again.
Yeah, it's good that he went there and ran the Roval and kind of understood how it operated and all, and come home the winner.
Yeah, then we'll be talking about the Cup race in just a little bit after this video comes out. I'm trying to just throw the race reviews out there. Probably not the best of quality from us, but hopefully when we go to Martinsville next month or next couple of weeks actually. So hopefully we'll have much better coverage of those races.
Yeah.
But thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you for our Cup race review coming up.